Ladies and gentlemen, what's crack-a-lacking? How y'all doing? And welcome back to the channel. You know what it is. It's your favorite gamer here. I'm the Puff Man, and I'm coming back to you with some more Cold War Zombies. In this one, we're going to be going through the main quest, Easter egg, and Outbreak. So if at any time you guys enjoy this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, you're going to want to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button with the bell notifications. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Boss Services. These are my partners in all reliable Call of Duty services from level 1000 to camos and much, much more. For a cheap and legit price, go check them out. Link's going to be in the description below. Thanks for the sponsor, bosses. With all that being said, let's get into this Easter egg. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right, mi amigos, let's start this one off with an OP class setup. Now, I suggest using the AMP pistols here. Muzzle, SOCOM Eliminator for the barrel, the 6.4 Task Force. For the body, I have the Amber Sighting Point. For the magazine, I have on the STANAG 25 round. No handle, no optic, and for the stock, I got the dual wand for the dual wand pistols, which makes this totally OP. Now, as for a field upgrade, I suggest Ether Shroud. That way, if at any time you fall into some trouble, you could just Ether Shroud and all will be good. So get yourself a setup like that, guys, and we'll get into the video, baby. All right, so you guys are going to have roughly about 6 rounds here before actually getting into the boss fight. So ideally, here are a few things that you guys are going to want to equip and get along the way. So monkey bombs, a death machine, self-revive, triple packed, full orange rarity. Ammo mods I suggest here on your main weapon like the AMPs. I suggest things like brain rot. Also, you're going to want to find a secondary, and your secondary is going to want to be something like a shotgun, maybe the Gallo or the Hauer. My preference here is the Gallo just simply because it's got more ammo and you can shoot it quicker. Full armor, stuff like that. That's really what you're going to be looking for here. Now, when you guys are going through these rounds, I suggest doing all the mini objectives. Go through the whole map, guys, killing all your zombies and stuff, maximizing your points and things like that, and all should go good. So make sure you guys are doing all that and make sure you're set up and you're properly prepped up here, and yeah, we should be good to go, baby. Also, I do want to say, if you guys could find yourself some teammates, I find this Easter egg a lot easier to do if you're doing it with more than just yourself. In solo, guys, it is much more difficult to do. It still can be done. I haven't done it myself, but I know it can be done if you guys are good enough at it. And yeah, let's get into some of the steps here. So here's the first step of the Easter egg here on Outbreak. One thing I might suggest, guys, is having your subtitles on. It's going to help you out tremendously, I promise. I don't have them on right now, but you do see me turn them on later on in the game. So what we're looking for here in round 3, the first thing you got to do is get yourself to round 3. Once you're on round 3, you're going to be looking for a radio just like this. Now, here's the location for mine here on Alpine. It's right by these like propane tank kind of things, these gas tanks. And what you're going to want to do is interact with it. Now, also, if you guys are on a different map, no worries. I will leave a link in the description below to a website where you could go to find out where all these things spawn in for you on different maps. So no worries. Just go check out that website and you'll be able to find everything you need in that website. So our first thing was right there. Once we interact with it, it's going to tell you a number. It's going to make some kind of noise. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to be looking for these other little radios here on the map. So my first one is right here. And with your subtitles on, it's much, much easier. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be interacting with the radio. And we're simply just going to put it at the same signal as the very first radio that we interacted with. So I believe that the radio said it was signal number 8 or something like that. So we're going to want to switch this one to number 8 as well. And be aware, guys, when you do click on that, it might sound off an alarm where you have to take out a bunch of zombies. And then you could go ahead and interact with the radio again to switch it to the right frequency. So go ahead and do that part there, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I turned on my subtitles here for you guys. So here's our second radio here in Steep Grove. So I'm going to go ahead, interact with it, and see how it says active static noise. Well, we're going to want to set that to the active static noise that the very first radio gave us. So mine here is 8, so I've set that to 8. Here's my third and final one. Now, all these radios are going to be located in the same vicinity of that very first radio that you interacted with, the bigger radio. So here is what I was telling you. You might sound off the alarm. So you're going to have to take out your horde of zombies, then go back and interact with the radio and make sure you set it to the right active static noise. And mine here, my gameplay is 8. So go ahead and do so. And again, like I said, I'll leave a link for you guys to go check out so you can see where all these things are in the other maps. Now, once you're done at this, you're going to want to go back to your main radio here, interact with it. Once you've interacted with it, you'll get a bunch of little goodies here and this ball right here, this listening device. Go ahead and pick that up. Now we're ready to go ahead and do our last objective here, and then go to our beacon, and in the beacon you'll see a phone. Go ahead and click on that phone, and then you're just simply going to interact with it again and warp into your next map. So our next step here of the Easter egg is jumping into our next map here. Once we're in our next map, now this is Sanatorium for me. We are looking for the monkey with an M beside it. That's the monkey that you're going to want to shoot. So go ahead and shoot it down. Once you've shot it down, it's going to give you this right here, a bunch of slides for the filmmaker. And then what you're going to want to do now, guys, is find the actual filmmaker. But I will show you where all the locations here on Sanatorium is for the monkeys. Also, big shout out here, guys, to Just a Pug and Bonafide 2505 for helping me out. You guys are fantastic. Thank you guys so much. So here's the other side under the bridge here for the next monkey. And then if it's not that one, the last and final spawn here is in the bathhouse. And again, guys, if you aren't finding these in your map, I mean, there is that link in the description. You can go check out the website, and it's going to show you where you need to go on your maps. Now we're looking for the slide projector thing here in the administration area. For me, you're going to go ahead and interact with it. You're going to interact with it 3 different times. So put in all your slides. Samantha will be done talking, and she'll tell you that you need to go to Ruka. So once you get all your things done and you go ahead to your beacon here and you spawn out, like you go ahead and go to your next map, it's going to be Ruka, just like you're seeing here. All right, so here is where the actual fun begins. You're going to be dropping in here into Ruka. Now, make sure you guys are fully upgraded and everything. You have everything that you need before coming here to this elevator shaft and interacting with it. So once you're done, go ahead, interact with it. It's going to drop you down. Once you spawn in, you're going to want to make your way this way here. Now, this is really the only area that is opened right now for you anyhow. So you're going to come here to D. We're going to be taking the rappel. We're going to go ahead and rappel up here. Once we're at the top, we're going to be going to the right-hand side. So here we go. We're going to go to the right. Now we're going to go into this room on the left right here and then keep going left. Now, once we've gotten to the end here, we're going to be looking for a bunch of computers and stuff. We're going to jump down here to the lower level of A. We're going to be looking for a bunch of computers here that are lit up green. And what we're going to be doing here is lifting the lockdown. So this is the first step here. And then we're just going to simply interact with this right here. And that's going to deactivate it and lift the lockdown. Now we're ready to go on to the next step. We got to look for a few keys here. So the first thing I suggest doing is going ahead to this one here. It's in the lower level of B. Now we're going to interact with this harvesting unit right here to get it going. Now once you've gotten it going, you're going to be looking for these crystals. Shoot the crystals, break the crystals. They're going to drop mini crystal shards, which is what we need. Now you can have your friends shooting the shards and gaining the shards. You need 20 of them. Once you've had enough, you could implement them all in the harvester. Once the harvester is done, you could go ahead and pick it up. Now we're going to go ahead here and get our first key. So with the harvester, you could press the L2 and the R2 button, which is going to like activate a field upgrade, and it's going to explode everything around you. So what we're going to do with the first 2 activations is we're going to come here and we're going to round up all these mimics. So just run around here. A bunch of them are going to spawn in, and I'm going to show you guys an easy way to take care of them. So just make sure you and your friends are running in the same direction. Now, once you have them all grouped up, what you're going to want to do is do your first interaction with them and then the second one, and that is it. So the L2 and the R2, to do that, you're going to explode twice, and then you're going to come right here after you've taken out all your mimics. You're going to grab the key. It's not really a key, it's a mimic. But once you've taken out that mimic, he's going to drop the actual key. Pick that one up, then we're ready to go ahead and grab our second key. So we're going to be making our way to a certain area here by the jellyfish, and you're going to see a lit up grass. So the grass is going to be blue and it's all lit up, nice and cute. And when, now you're going to look towards the jellyfish and you're going to do that last field upgrade. So L2 and R2. Now I suggest having tap to interact on right now. That way there, once you are in the jellyfish, you could just spin around and keep tapping that button to interact. So keep tapping your square or whatever it is that you have, and you should pick up the key. Now we're going to go move on to the last and final key here. We need this essence trap. We're going to go ahead and pick that up right there. Now we are looking for a monkey inside of like a venting here, and you're going to see it glowing blue. Now it could be a little tricky here. You do not want to get too close to the monkey because you will scare him off and he's going to run away. So try to stay as far away as you can. Shoot the essence trap as close as you can to him. It'll tell you can double tap to interact. Go ahead and do so. You'll trap the monkey, go back to the essence trap, pick up the key. That is the last and final key. Now what you have to do from here is everybody's going to go to a certain location here. So A, B, and D. Have all your friends go to a certain location, and you got to find the right code. So like A, B, D or A, D, B, whichever is the right code. Once you have found the right code, like you're about to see here, right now we're lifting like the launch code kind of thing. It's going to say launch sequence in title awaiting additional key information. So once everybody's got their keys in, you'll be ready to go. Now the time limit's ready to go here. So once the timer starts, you're going to want to make your way up these stairs as quick as possible because this is the time that you have to fight the boss, which is like 10 minutes. So make sure everybody's ready and you're good to go. Come up these stairs, and this is when the boss fight starts. Now, some things here, guys. When the boss first spawns in, you guys are going to want to attack him as much as you can while he's just floating there in the air. And then potentially what you're doing here is you're going to keep attacking him, like shoot at his big blue glowing orb there. Shoot at that, and then he's going to bow, he's going to take a knee, and then he's going to shoot out a bunch of these orbs. So he's going to shoot out 3 orbs. When you see those 3 orbs, everybody focus on the same orb. And what I suggest here is one guy hits Ether Shroud, pulls out his minigun, and just starts hamming out on that orb. Now you got to do it 3 different times. Once you've gotten all 3 orbs done, that's when the boss fight is over. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps you out. Let me know how the boss fight and the whole objective here in this Easter egg goes in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button to keep my algorithm real. Subscribe with that bell notification on so you don't miss any of my awesome, excellent videos. Get in a game, have some fun, do these Easter eggs. Until next time, I'm the Puff Man. Peace out.
You are weak in the center.
Which one are we shooting at?
Thought I was out.
I don't care. People know it's hard.
Death machine spinning up.
Another crystal destroyed. Yes! We may yet live to see another day.
There is still one left, and time is running out.
Yeah.
Death machine.
There's only
going
5
in.
minutes left, Requiem. Don't feel the hunting. Kaboom!
Killing blow! Hatch is clear for missile launch.